All right. Let's see. Everything is set up. We've got things, places, people, nouns. Now let's see if I got a brain to do this. All right. So, first things first. You have both had your rest in separate tents, much to the chagrin of one and, you know, joy of another. We're not going to name names.
They.
So, with that, Skadi, you have set your spells for your day, correct?
Correct.
Did you change much of anything?
I don't think so, no.
Okay. So, we will then proceed ourselves as we do. Rest comes well enough for the two of you.
Not me.
I said well enough.
Marty is in a completely different tent. Not me.
So, Roro apparently has night terrors and needs someone to make for sure he's okay. So maybe he's not doing the best. But the night passes... The night, quote-unquote. Your rest passes with little fanfare or disturbance. You are more or less rested. Skadi, you've gotten your spells and your meditations out of your way. And coming to, there seems to be more activity in camp. Peeking out, you see Tallow again by the fire, seeming to be putting chunks of the meat that were left to smoke from the winter wolf into a small leather case by the looks of it. There are several other figures kind of tending around campfires and the like. Yeah, what actions you will take are yours to do so now. That's not surprising.
Scotty.
Is there something you need?
Hi. I missed you.
I did not miss you.
Oh, Sirius is still here? Yeah.
Cat is eternal.
You're in the way.
So yeah, venturing out. There is Tallow. Just he's working on his things. Good to see the two of you up. You about ready to get on your way?
Yes.
Good. It's going to take a couple of days this time for you to even get up there. So, put together not a hell of a lot because you didn't bring a lot back, but we've got some food for you to take along with you.
Thank you.
It's better than to have to scavenge the entire way.
Where are you sending us?
Ooh. We're going to send you up down more coastal way and bit up north. Meet with some people who've got a bit more than we do. I'm going to send you with a bit of coin to bring back some things that are going to be, well, bolster our offensive, we'll say.
So, coastal. Are we going on a boat?
Further downriver, yeah.
So that means we get more time with Gillface.
And I'm sure he's thrilled with that.
As he should be.
Uh-huh.
Great. More boats.
Is Scotty afraid of water?
Glaring. I think to say just death glares.
That's fair enough.
Scotty's so cute when she's mad.
Tallow just kind of gives you a sideways glance, but chooses to remain as far out of this as he needs to be.
Okay. We'll be on our way.
He'll pick up the leather case and kind of hand it off to you, Skadi. It seems to have a couple of pounds of smoked wolf meat and a couple of water skins hanging off the side of it with a shoulder strap. So,
Thank you. We'll be sure to do better on this mission.
I would hope so. We're not going to get many chances to supply out here. Trekking is danger enough, and we're already cut off.
Well then, might as well not fail this one.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Here, he'll hand you a tanned pouch filled with coins. Just go ahead and give that to the camp leader. They know what we'll need.
Okay. I can do that. Glances suspiciously at Roro.
You sure I can't do that?
Sure.
Oh.
Positive.
And Tallow goes about his tasks. Approaching the bank, you see Gil kind of feet kicked up as he's sitting on his boat with kind of a heavy blanket draped around his shoulders, and he is speaking to a blonde individual whom you've not seen before.
Gillfish.
Oh, good, you woke up.
I bet you're glad to see me.
Oh, positively thrilled.
Knew it.
So these were the friends you were telling me about, huh? Yeah, these are... yeah, it's them.
Hi. I'm Roro, as in Roro your boat. You're welcome.
He just kind of gives this look over to Gil, and just kind of a confused expression on his face. Just before Gil just kind of waves him off. He's like, "Don't, just don't. It's way too early to be dealing with this."
Oh, has Gillfish not had his morning coffee?
Oh my god, there is not enough alcohol in the world to deal with you. Not this early. So standing alongside the boat with a boot on the lip of it is a man about 6 feet tall with messy blonde hair and kind of bright green eyes. About 6 feet tall, wearing a gray shirt and a green jerkin over what looks to be chain armor. Kind of in a bundle, in a kind of a leather case at his side, there seems to be a stack of javelins slid in there, and he has what looks to be a trident along his back, except the middle prong is just not so much missing, but just like it never existed. It's like a two-pronged... It's like a two-pronged spear that he's got kind of slung over his back. Yeah, he's also got a case sitting next to his foot, and just kind of looking over you appraisingly at this point. Just yeah, name's Nicholas. Uh, your name, Miss
Skadi.
Scotty. Well, good to see you. This is gonna be interesting. Gil
And
will Gil will stand up and just. He's the captain of the first ship I ever served on. He's a good friend of mine. This guy looks young. Maybe like he's probably no older than. He's definitely not hit his 20s yet.
he's coming along with us.
Yeah. Salva here is gonna take us up coast. My boat's a good one, but it's not exactly good for open ocean. No, not quite, but the Drift will be glad to have you again. Good times, good memories.
Define glad, good, and memories for me, please.
Memories are the things you think of. I'm pretty sure you know these concepts, you jackass.
Yeah. No.
We should probably depart soon then.
Oh, yeah. I'm not looking forward to spending all this time cramped up on such a small bit. Oh, come on. We've had to deal with way worse than this, haven't we? I'll leave you to decide that later. So, the lot of you pile in. Apparently not Roro.
My screen glitched a little. My bad.
So, you head in.
Is going to remain in his natural habitat of the water?
Look, just the icon on this one is not 100%. Shit.
Sure.
So, the whole lot of you set off. The waters here are a little more. They're a lot faster than before. It's definitely picking up speed, and you have to go down a couple of different streams where it breaks off to avoid some of the more rapid parts. Gil's ship is sturdy, but it hasn't had time to. He hasn't had time to kind of work out some of the dings and scrapes that were taken the last time you guys went downriver. But it's several hours as best you can gather. Again, time is rather difficult to try and gauge here. But things are what they are. Is anyone doing anything while the trip is being undertaken?
I'm going to assume Robo's probably singing, row your boat gently down the stream.
And that will probably be tolerated like maybe 2 times.
Just shut up, Carl. Anyways.
just Gil is having none of it right now. Just because he knows your shit.
Gil needs to take
Salva's not exactly caught on to the annoyance just yet, but that might be something that happens. We don't know yet.
He'll catch on very quick. I believe in him.
You believe in him. That's wonderful. That it has to be something to be believed in. What about Skadi? Is she doing anything?
Suppressing her urge to drown Roro.
Almost want to make a will save for that. No.
So much hatred.
It is, but then again, that's how bards work, I guess.
I guess so. I mean, everyone's all hating.
So probably after the third, maybe the fourth time you try and sing your equivalent of 99 bottles on the wall. You'll seem to have worn on the captain's patience a little. Just okay. Do you have anything else you can say, or
Plenty.
anything else you can do
No.
to keep yourself occupied? No. It's gonna be a long trip.
Are there any requests of songs amongst the boat?
How about the Song of Silence?
I don't really know that one, sorry.
Not surprised.
Try again later.
Just kind of makes that hand motion like he's trying to hold him back from strangling you.
Roro would be the funnest companion ever. I'm not gonna lie.
Skadi disagrees.
To some, perhaps. So, as you're doing this, you kind of have to slow yourselves down a little bit because as Nickel is up on the bow here, he's kind of playing scout for you a little bit, and he's just like, he starts waving Gil down a little bit as he starts trying to slow the boat as much as he can to a crawl, as there are points of firelight on the downriver a bit. Well, damn it. Looks like we got a patrol up ahead. I don't know what they're keeping an eye on the rivers for so much. Maybe they're just passing through. I don't know, but we just gonna break on through, or you want to try and play this one cleverly for once?
Clever sounds amazing at this point.
Let's do it.
Alright, so we gotta try and make ourselves low profile for this. How do you want to try that one out?
Stop looking at me.
I mean, you kind of shine in the light of day, so...
Minor illusion, is that minor enough?
I have the same one.
Well, it depends on what you're going to try and do with minor illusion.
Make us less noticeable.
By us, you mean me?
Have the guards illusion that they're not seeing us.
That's kind of what I was waiting for. Like, that they won't actually see the boat.
Have them illusion. Not a boat, it's some kind of creature that makes them want to run for their lives.
Or maybe like a loose log just kind of floating down the river.
So, minor illusion is a cantrip.
Mm-hmm.
Create a sound or an image of an object within range that lasts for the duration of 1 minute. The illusion also ends if you dismiss it or cast the spell again. If you create an object, uh, such as a chair, muddy footprints, small chest, can be no longer larger than a 5-foot cube. The image can't create sound, light, smell, or any other sensory effect. Physical interaction will reveal it to be an illusion because things get passed through it. So you can create up to a 5-foot square of a something.
Mm-hmm.
But what?
Could we create the illusion that something or someone ran through the camp of these people, and it may make them want to be distracted and not see us?
All right, you have a range of 30 feet, mind you.
Hmm.
I mean, it could work if we made an illusion of Roro being all bright and glorious. Kind of like
you're also not going to get super fine detail out of this.
Hey, don't you have blindness? Could we just make them all blind for a bit?
Thank you.
Check your spell.
It's a level 2 spell. Duration for a minute. If I did my blindness and you did your illusion, then we could probably work it together.
Well, would I be making them an illusion if you're making them blind?
Well, if I make them
you
blind
can make
first.
them blind, I can make some noises from somewhere that scares them. I don't know, that doesn't work. How long is it going to take us to get past them? Because all of these are 1 minute.
Exactly. It also depends, because sound is a factor.
Yeah, and clearly this boat isn't all that quiet.
It's kind of a little bit of a riverboat, so...
My vote is still, if I just make them blind, and then you can make some kind of like cover up the noise of the boat with like a log with the minor illusion portion of it, and we work that together, then it should be able to be just enough of a distraction to slip by.
We can try it.
Or we could just take them down.
Shut the hell up, Gil.
I'm just saying, if they're not breathing, they're not knowing we're here.
There's 6 of them and only 4 of us.
Well, could we make it more of an ambush and have them be blinded first and then go in?
Well, how many can you blind?
How many can I blind? I can only blind. I can only one creature. That's helpful.
Oh, that's not going to help us too much. Just Nicholas is now just kind of crouched down low. You see, he's pulled up a hood, and he's taken his warfork off his back.
So looks like we're gonna fight them then.
Yeah, but we might be able to get the jump on him, so...
We should split up, take both sides.
Yeah, I think that's probably a good idea. Alright, well... Here, I'll hit the south bank. Gil, you go up north. 2 of you can split up how you guys want.
Okay, I'll go north.
Okay, so you're intending to hit the north bank. which means, Skadi, you're onto the South Shore. Now, I would like you all to make me stealth checks.
It should be fun.
Where did you go?
Yeah, I'm the glittery one.
Very unfortunate.
Okay. Apparently, when he decides he wants to shut up, he does pretty well.
Not called for. Not.
Is it? Am I wrong though?
Yes, you're wrong. You're like, oh, you're so bright and glittery. You're blah 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 blah. Your nipple
I
coverage.
thought you were being stealthy. You're talking a lot for stealthy.
Yeah, we'll continue this
Oh
later.
my gosh, I got a sit. Everybody else pulled up.
Well, good news. Good news is, I think the average works in your favor.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, they're able to kind of cover for you. This is essentially averaging out the two parties' stealths. Apparently, Roro and Gil are fucking ninjas right now.
Usual.
Despite Gil is kind of a dark spot on the white snow, but there is no other light, so it doesn't quite matter so much.
You see, I blend in with the snow of brightness and glittering.
Mm-hmm. That's definitely an opinion you're having there.
The only opinion.
Okay, so we got nothing else to work through on that. Says basically what ends up happening is that Gil kind of takes his anchor and just lowers it in there and kind of catches it on some rock beds where the boat is not entire. It's still kind of skipping and swaying there, but it's not creating a whole lot of noise, and it's going to be there unless something goes off on it. Whereas you're climbing onto the bank, Gil's like, wait a minute, I got an idea.
Oh, goody.
Get yourselves into position. I'm gonna take focus away from us real quick. As he goes about arranging, so where he's got the boat from the back end on a rope, and basically once you guys start kind of moving off into the snow, he just kind of lets the boat drift down. So essentially, you guys will be. Don't want to get into there. Whereas Gil will probably get to about here. As the boat kind of goes lazily drifting and catches the attention of the guards, because just an empty boat drifting. And with that, we can begin. Oh my god, what is all of these things?
I Okay, so we click on
Oh,
our
that's
token.
not. That is not what I. Yeah.
And then we click on.
You click on your token and then click on the initiative button.
Yay!
There, that's what happens. That's what's great.
Point 1, as usual.
Well, it takes your Dex mod into account for the tiebreaker that you don't have enabled. That's fine. Where's Gil? There he is.
Oh, Gil always has to do just a little tiny bit better than Roro.
Oh, darling. Just
I think
Gil's just a little bit better than Roro.
I think he's just insecure of himself and he has to try so much harder.
Or he's just amazing. One of the two.
He has blue hair.
He does have blue hair. Not exactly what you would consider to be natural, but you know.
I don't know. It might be natural for his, his fish-like race.
You're coming very close to not dropping initiative when the enemies die. You know that, right?
Usually.
This is how we live our life. Yeah.
Yep.
That sounds about right. So with this, you have a surprise round on them. They did not notice you. They are distracted by the boat. So, yeah, we'll focus this down here for now. That's where the action is. All right. And queue up. There we go. So, Gil, having to catch up, decides to... Why not? 15, 20. It's 20 feet. He is going to try his own... He's going to keep trying to sneak up on these guys. We're not going to go full ham just yet. And yeah, okay, so that was with that, and he'll continue on. And quick like a bunny, kind of dashing around, kind of padding around a tree, getting up there, and making a single jab with his weapon. Wait, can he... Do we have... No, he does not have that yet. Okay. That's going to be soon, though. I think. Yeah, he doesn't have reach with that just yet. Okay, so he'll be standing there. Bring it to Roro. You still have not been noticed as far as you can tell.
Okay, Roro's going to kind of jump up onto these rocks right here and make his way across that, and going to jump down to attack this guy.
Well, he certainly knows you're there now.
With his longsword.
It will be with advantage, not that it... Well, no, actually. Their armor was 11, so congratulations, because of advantage. You jump out and stab at him.
Yay, stabbing.
You stabbed him. Kind of get him across the arm, and he's just like, whoa, what?
I know, he's just so shocked by the glorious things attacking him.
Sure, we'll go with that.
Just jumps in front of him.
Yeah, he's just like, yeah, sneak, yeah, nerd. Kind of goes in with his warfork. Oh yeah, he's not doing any, he's not doing good. Don't auto. Why would you not auto roll any of this? Why are you? Okay. All right. Well, that didn't go as well as he had hoped. But he has their attention now. Skadi.
Okay, so I just want to make sure before I do this. I wanted to do shatter here, and I'm thinking that's fine within the 10-foot radius to get both of them.
You with a 10-foot, I believe that you'd be able to nab all 3 of them
without getting my new friend.
Nicole.
Nicole. No, you will.
Nicole.
You will be fine to hit with shatter because it was a 10-foot radius.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could definitely angle that. I'm gonna double check. Yeah. Yeah, you'd be fine to be able to hit the 3 of them.
Okay.
Kills Nickelback.
Somewhere Nickelback dies.
What does Shadow do again?
A sudden round reading.
It's a con save. Alright. Let's see here. Soldiers need to make a con save, which they fail.
Look at you.
So each of them takes 10 points of damage. Apparently my phone agrees with that.
If it's a good move, it should be agreed with.
It would. Okay, that was a... Yeah, it's just catching up. Okay, so you incant the words, and from the center of this cacophonous bursts out, and you see that these soldiers are like stunned and just, the hell, as they're just battered and blown backwards halfway off their feet before catching themselves riding and drawing their long swords. Then we have Gil, who sneaks up behind this guy. Just kind of snakes out the backwards facing blade of his dome and just kind of try and hooks the guy around the neck to drag him towards him. That will hit. And that will definitely not. It successfully hooks him with the back end, pulls him in, surprise, and tries to make a quick twist of the blade. The guy's just panicking, grabs the blade, and you see the blood dripping from his hands as he pulls sharply on the spear, and kind of slips it out of Gil's grasp. kind of landing in the snow in front of the soldier. Skill's just like, you slippery little... So Gil has been effectively disarmed. And because he rolled a crit to an unsuspecting target, yeah, he doesn't get to just straight up attack him, but he did disarm him. Roro.
Yay, Roro. Are we in a position where we need to not use like moves like Thunder Wave? Because it's
My move was probably loud enough to bring us attention, so I don't think you can.
Yeah, I think the element of surprise has happened, and yeah, Skadi did just kind of let off a great blast of noise. So
okay. I'm just kind of wondering if I want to use that now. I think right now I'll just stick to my longsword with the same guy that I'm on right now.
okay, 13 will hit for 5 damage. You're slashing at him. You're definitely carving off bits of his clothing. You see some nicks and cuts are developing as you've managed to get through some of his leather armor.
Mm-hmm.
Slightly uncomfortable.
Slightly.
He should be very uncomfortable.
With the way he's being muled at, yeah, he's quite uncomfortable.
No, with the way that it might happen, though. We'll just move on. Anyway, soldiers.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll have him move over here.
Oh.
So here we go. We'll start with Roro getting slashed at by the soldier who's got his sword out finally.
He's gonna miss.
Oh, is he now?
Well,
okay, that your armor is not lower, not 10 or lower, so you managed to get away from that. Good job.
see,
We got
much more than a roll.
yeah. You kind of parry his sword away with this little cheeky grin. Just He's got a torch in one hand, a sword in another, and this grinning, pale ass elf in front of him. Don't even know.
Pale ass gorgeous elf.
Well,
Get it right.
It depends on what he's into. So you're a pale ass elf.
Everyone's into Roro. Get over yourself.
Yeah, we're gonna leave that one alone. 2 strikes going at Gil. Okay, both missed. The first one, however, was way too telegraphed. And, geez, why do I not have that on there? Why did it go away? I blame you.
Me?
I'm looking at myself. Don't worry about it.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, I mean, I know Roro can be blamed for a lot of this crap, but...
I mean, yeah. We're just gonna blame you for that.
Naturally.
Yeah, no, apparently one, something I had on here got taken off for whatever reason. So, one of the soldiers goes to slash at Gil. He ducks it and strikes out with an uppercut. Just smacks him right in the jaw. Yeah, this is the guy who tried to grip his sword, who tore away his thing. So he just, as he's gripping his sword, he just kind of winces in pain because for some reason he didn't like the idea of potentially being decapitated with the back end of a spear. I don't know what's up with that, but yeah, whatever.
He's clearly in the wrong.
And Nicholas is getting slightly surrounded. Oh, dear God. Okay. Bad time for Nickel. Alright, so he ends up taking a grand total of 17 points of damage as these people start falling in on him. Just. Okay. You want to be like that? Fine. Damn.
Well, I know I'm getting my inspiration too.
That was not so great. Okay. He will. Let's see. He's going for this one here who's next to the river. That seems about right. So he can start moving away from them. Okay, something is totally not right there.
I thought -12.
Yeah, I... Oh, -20. Is that... Wait... I think I might have just put something incorrect in his thing here. I think I shouldn't have put a range, I should have put the lowest number. I'm gonna guess that's what it is. However, his attack did roll a 20. That can't be taken away. Although he did roll minimum for his. Okay, well that was not great. I'm gonna do a test roll here just to make sure. Yeah, looks like that was the case. Alright. I set his crit range as a range, and that did something screwy to it. But he does take a stab at one of the soldiers and gets him nicely in the shoulder. Skadi.
So, targeting this fellow.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Melt his face off.
Nice. Acid sprays and strikes him across the chest, and it starts burbling and bubbling. And he's not having a good day of it. Takes 9 points of acid damage, and that... What is the repeat damage?
2d4 on the end of his next turn.
On the end of his next turn. Okay. Are you moving anywhere?
Yeah, just 1 second. I wanted to... For 1 second. If I move here, could we flank both of these guys?
If you move here, you would have no flanking on either of them at the moment. Right here would be a flanking position. Okay. You spray him across the chest with corrosive magic, and then kind of come up, start walking into his field of view.
Like the she-devil from hell.
I guess he deserves what kills him.
Well,
I can imagine, just from his perspective, suddenly this blast hits him, he looks up, and just Skadi, outstretched hand slowly coming down to her side as she's casually walking as this wraith-like thing across the snow, and just kind of stops in the middle of them. The kind of a glint off of her darkened eyes.
is this a D&D version of a porn video? Or...
Maybe if you get off to the Saw movies.
Sounds good. It could happen.
Just imagine just the hand at her side just kind of flexing a little bit as she feels that... It almost feels aware of the claw, of the sharpened talons at the end of her fingers. Top of the order with Gil, who is unarmed still. That's fine. Doesn't need that right now. I mean, it'd be better for him, sure, but
It would be better.
yeah, he's gonna try. He's gonna use a pair of unarmed strikes against the guy he's been pummeling. Which have worked, which are working very well for him. For 16 points of damage. And the guy is looking really rough. It's basically strikes him, in his sword carrying shoulder, and he just kind of spins from the pain there and flat palms him on the side of the head. Just kind of looking like he's still having a pretty good day of things. Roro.
Okay. How rough is Nicolas Cage looking?
Wow, you're just that guy, aren't you? I don't know. Make a perception check. You are kind of engaged in a fight currently.
Perception check.
Yeah, he's. There you go. Should be able to see all that.
What
Not,
is it saying?
He's looking like he's taken some damage. Certainly, he's not on death's door, but these guys fell on him pretty hard.
pretty hard. Okay, I think I'm going to give a try on my guy so far on Thunderwave.
All right, what's the range and distance and all that stuff on Thunderwave?
What's the range?
Or the area? I guess I don't imagine you're catching anybody but him.
No, it's a 15-foot cube,
Okay.
but I'm aiming for him.
Okay. Ooh, you casting it higher, huh?
Yep.
Good stuff. Alright, let's see. What is the 10-foot push? Okay. If he doesn't make his save, which is Constitution based, he makes his save.
Of course he
But he
does.
still takes half damage, so
Yay.
he still takes 8 damage from the Thunderwave. He looks shaken as you've basically shouted at him when the reverberations of your voice have turned into this. Apparently, you turned into Black Canary for a moment there as you screeched at him.
Look, this is people's normal reaction towards Roro.
I mean, this is true. It's just weaponized now. Just that, as just he kind of grabs the side of his head and staggers on his heel a little bit, but then just kind of shakes it and goes into strike at you again. Yeah, you're going to be taking an attack. Gil will take 2. Salva's taking 2, and the one that you splashed with acid is going to strike at you, Skadi. So first,
I was actually going to do a bonus move.
By all means.
So I can actually move closer. How far can I move for a bonus move?
Well, you have your movement, which is 30 feet. But if you move out of their melee range, they're going to take an attack on you.
Your range is 6.
Yeah. I always forget which button I can.
That's the circle.
Circle with line. Okay, so I am actually going to use my healing word to to help Nickelback here. They need a little bit of power for a new album, so Nickelback is going to be back in power.
Oh my god. Okay. Go ahead and roll it.
Okay.
You make a much better healer than anything else.
I mean, not a lie, but kind of rude.
You've done a lot of good healing, alright?
Mostly for yourself, but
Most... Not a lie, but also not taking away from your accomplishment there. So,
I was against an Arctic wolf.
An Arctic wolf. And he stops talking to me. That's fine. Just like everyone else.
Okay, now
okay.
I
don't imagine there's anything specific you're shouting as far as encouraging words towards him.
I did. It was Nickelback will make their debut album again. You must survive.
Very, very confused because no one understands what the hell you're talking about. I don't think you understand what you're talking about. Just a moment of that madness you don't even get. But he does look less fatigued for some reason. So, success.
You're welcome.
There you go. Babble, 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 you're welcome. I guess I do feel better. So, yeah, the soldier on you here is going to, hit you for 7 points of damage. Oh, no, sorry, 6. That was not a critical. I'm pretty sure you would be hit regardless. So unless you want to use your reaction to cut damage.
No, I won't use that right now.
Alright. I'm just keeping you up to date because I know we're having everybody get a hold of their mechanics, so.
Literally.
Well, hey. There is leniency given to those who are new. And he is going to use up his action surge and slash at you again.
That's rude.
That's what he's doing. You're shouting at him. He's startled. He's startled, and he wants the thing shrieking at him to stop. Apparently, he's more a rhythm and blues type of guy. Sorry. The rhythm and blues elf. So yeah, unless otherwise modified, that is 10 slashing damage to you now.
I think I'll have to do something for that.
Honestly, your best bet, you're not going to be able to make the attack miss. So using your inspiration to, your cutting words to knock down the damage is where you'd want to go on that.
Yeah, I was definitely thinking knockdown at least. That's rolling a d6, right?
That is rolling a d6.
Okay.
Okay, reduces it to 7.
Okay.
So he's just like, shut up, no! Huh. The top one on Gil will use his bonus to second wind himself for 11. Shit. And make his strike against Gil miss. And yeah, this will be the round of action surge. Why not? Yeah, not attacking. Second guy will use both his to strike at Gil. One of which he will be able to make a reprisal strike against. Oh, geez, okay. No, they're just slipping around. That was. As he's swiping, he's like, nope, nope, you're too slow, too slow. Oh shit! Kind of stumbles on his own. No one saw that.
I saw everything.
You didn't see shit. So, a grand total of 4 strikes coming at Salva and 2 at Skadi.
They just didn't like
Ow,
him.
ow, ow. Okay, one of those missed. So 15 plus 6, 21 damage. Yeah, ow.
Oof.
As these guys just like, get him! This is, get the bleeding savage! It's like, I take offense to that! And, Skadi, you are getting 2 strikes at you. Yeah, both of which are going to hit, because you only have a 10 armor right now. So that is a grand total 13 points of slashing damage. As this guy is furiously striking at you and bubbling away. You can roll your acid damage on him as it fades.
That was D4, right?
2d4 it was. Okay.
Did I do that wrong?
No, I'm just lamenting your roll, that's all.
Calm down, Skadi.
Oh jeez. I can feel the fuming from right there.
I'm glad the fuming is that strong.
Jeez. Let the anger flow through you. Salva, in his own right, is going to be pulling out his stuff here. Using his bonus to second wind himself, because holy shit. And, alright, so that's only 5 hit points to him. That's... Why not? And, yeah, we're going to be using his own action surge to attack. Let's start with the one who's pincered, because he wants to feel like he's useful for something right now. And rolls the exact same number both times. Okay, fine. That's fine. Everything's fine.
Are you sure?
Yeah, perfectly fine. He's gonna try it again. There we go. Everything is good. Everything is great. This basic is this guy turns and slashes at you a couple of times, like, not the lady, stab, stab, and then puts him onto the ground. Bringing it to your turn. But at least, I mean, okay, you're mad at. I can tell by the acid damage, but that's on top of the 9 points you already hit him with that one spell. You didn't have to do anything for that bonus damage.
Yay!
Yay? I guess.
No, I was casting pretty well. Better than last time. I can be happy with that.
I think she's still mad. So it is your turn.
Yeah, I'm checking range. Okay, so I haven't used this one yet, so
Okay.
I want to use Acid Splash on these 2 guards remaining. They are within range, and they're standing within 5 feet of each other. I think it's good, and I won't hit my new friend.
acid spray.
Acid splash. It's a cantrip.
Ooh, okay. Bubble of acid. One creature within range or two creatures who are in 5 feet of each other. Dex save or take acid damage. Okay.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll that out. That's not bad. So we're gonna go with. We're gonna start with the leftmost one first for his dex save. They will both make it.
Damn it.
It was a good try.
So that wasn't for half damage or anything. It was all or nothing, I imagine, because it's a cantrip.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay. That you kind of float over this bubble of corrosive liquid. It just kind of, and they kind of take a step back. And what the hell? You still have bonus and move.
I don't have anything to do with bonus. Moving down the line here. Can I move there and flank that guy, or do I need to move something?
You can. Yeah, you can take a 5-foot step and you can flank this guy here.
Right here?
Yeah, that would flank with Selva.
Okay. That will be my turn then.
Okay. We got Gil, who is going to continue to beat the crap out of this one guy who just won't stay down. What does this guy have? Yeah, he's gonna need to go both of them here.
If he can handle Roro, he can handle any.
Not fucking lying. Yeah, know what? He'll use Flurry of Blows. There we go. That will do it for that one. As he just kind of almost like judo chops him on the collarbone. His shoulder drops there, kind of spins him around, and kind of takes him by the shoulder and the head, locking eyes with you, Roro, and he just kind of gives a sharp twist, and you hear this sickening crack before he lets the body go down, as he's still looking directly into your eyes. As he'll then reach down and pick up his weapon.
If you're trying to turn me on, you're gonna have to do a little bit better than that.
Just a warning. As he'll turn to the one guy who's still left. So, Roro, that was potentially uncomfortable.
Okay, I am.
It is a note that these Doreen soldiers are all elven.
Of course they are.
Of course they are.
Really thinking about using my vicious mockery.
It's served you well in the past.
It really has. So vicious mockery will be my attack, right?
Yes, that is your standard action to use.
Okay, then I will just go ahead and do that.
The guy you're facing, I imagine.
Yes, yeah.
Okay. Wisdom save. He is
Oh my
unaffected. How are you trying to mock him, anyway?
You think your beauty is worth mine?
It will be when I'm done with you.
Get in line, sweetheart.
So, anything else out of you?
I'm going to support Nickelback's second album.
Oh, boy. You do much better as a healer. For 11 points. Okay. Oh, geez, no. Not minus 11, plus 11. Terrifying.
We don't want
That's
to know.
terrible. He's like, I don't know who these people are, but I don't think I like it. Are you moving at all?
No, I'm gonna stay right there.
Okay. Soldier, this guy's got your number. He taking a hack out of you. Oh
Great.
God, no. He's just no. He's just kind of giving you this look of utter contempt, but leaves himself wide open for you to use your reaction on him to attack.
Ooh, I can use the reaction to attack.
Well, yeah, he crit failed that attack, so he's just kind of like.
Okay, so that's like I can just use my longsword for that.
You can use your longsword. Well, that's taking the wind out of his sails just a little bit there.
I normally do.
He's looking hurt. You nabbed him. You nabbed him like across the ribs, and he's not having a good day of things. Second soldier here. He's staying firm. Bum. Striking out against Gil. Holy crap. That one will actually hit. Gil takes 7 points of damage. Probably because he's staggered a little bit. He reached down, picked up his weapon, just kind of looking at that, then kind of takes a quick gash along his side, just like, ah! Oh, you want to play now too? Okay. These guards are going to continue to try and take down Gil, or not Gil, but Selva, as they are rolling relatively well against him.
This is not fair.
He wish
He keeps dying.
he wants to be back on his boat.
He should not have left his boat.
He probably shouldn't have. Okay, so he got slashed at, removing the hit point gain you put on him beforehand, so you gave him a free hit. He's going to take a stab at the one that you're pincering, because let's just get rid of these guys, please. Thank you.
That is the plan.
That is the plan, as he takes a jab, and because of advantage, actually hits.
Why I'm here.
And it brings it to your turn.
Okay. Sorry, I need a second.
That's fine.
There was a tiny emergency. I didn't.
So long as it's only a tiny emergency.
So I'm assuming that if I wanted to attack these soldiers with burning hand, I would definitely get my new friend.
With that, with where you're at, yes.
Okay, that's too bad.
However, technically, this space you can fire off on. Like if you were here, you could your cones could go like that.
Okay, I get that.
It would just require you stepping on a corpse, stepping on and over a corpse.
I don't know if Skadi has an issue with that or not.
He's on the ground. You've already burnt away half his flesh.
Might as well just step on him too.
Yeah, might as well. Let me just see if I can't. Yeah, I can. He's generally not important. Alright, he's gone. Blarp. I can just imagine the heel kind of cricking in on this guy's back as you step and, splay your hands out as sheets of fire go blazing out on these fools. They need to make dex saves.
Why does everything I do encourage them to make saves?
Well, they both fail and take 11 points of damage.
Approved of.
The one near the water is actually they're, to be fair, they're both looking pretty messed up right now.
Perfect.
They are singed, they are battered. To be fair, you've done most of the damage to these people.
For once. So I have a question. Can I move again? Since I've only moved...
You've only moved 5 feet, and so saying, one of them does get an attack on you as you lift its range.
Oh, did I really?
Yeah. So you take 11 points from that. And that was this one here. But yes, you have used 5 feet of your movement. You still have the whole rest of your movement.
Oh my gosh, 11? Terrible. Alright, then I'm gonna move back over here so that we can continue to have advantage.
Okay. So you kind of juke to the side, take a slash across your arm, send out... You hold your hands gangster style as you spray the flame at them. And then just kind of juke back. I guess. I don't know. Gil. Gil is going to attack the guy who dared to stab him. And he's got his stabby thing too. So, yeah, we're going to go with that. And we see a casual difference there. And, yeah, you know what? Screw this guy.
I love when Gil gets angry.
This guy is the Tucker of the group. Fuck Tucker. Tucker sucks. For 27 points of damage as he's just like gasping at the hell that has just been wrought upon him. Just like, suddenly going from perfectly fine to several gaping wounds in his legs, shoulders, and abdomen. And
wow.
He'll kind of shift. He'll shift to try and cut off his exit a little bit. Roro.
Did it just kill him already?
Jeez, he's close though.
Oh.
Maybe if you stopped singing, you could focus on killing.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, you had every shot, you had every opportunity in the world, and because you were trying to give, like, I don't know, a madness mantra, just row your boat, row your boat, and it was you're trying out your new single and it's not working so well. You rolled a 1 for your damage there. I'm just saying. You still have your bonus in your move, you saucy dart.
I know. Shut up, you potato.
Stop making fun of my head.
I am going to be Scotty's little pale angel here.
Just within range.
For the healing words, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're at 55 feet.
I'll roll a level 2 just for you.
Thanks.
Aside from the fact that you've been rolling level 2s since you started here.
Hey, shut your mouth.
Just keeping it real, fam.
I actually think that's my last level 2 that I could do.
Think so. You've been burning through those.
So that's...
Yeah, that was your third one. You get 7 points of healing.
Thank you.
Okay. Are you moving?
No, I'm going to stay right here.
playing with your friend. All right, the soldiers. He's going to disengage. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Excuse-moi?
5, 10, 15, 20.
Excuse-moi?
25. All right, this guy's
What?
10 feet off the map. Those guys are just getting the hell out. And in fact, yeah, all of them are just gonna bounce. They no. Let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 5, 10, 15. Yeah, they're starting to scatter. They want to get the hell out. Salva. Yeah, he'll kind of pull from his side pouch one of his javelins and huck it at the guy. And it kind of falls away in the sand, but he's not going to try and let him get away. Skadi.
For this sir over here.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
He's having a very bad day.
He's not having a good day. Yeah. He's got 1 hit point left.
Oh my gosh, of course he gets away with 1.
Except Acid Arrow does residual damage on his next turn.
Yeah.
That's true.
So he's gonna think he's gonna get away, but he's just dropped dead.
Yeah. And this was the guy who already recovered himself too. Okay. Gil.
Don't take away my fun.
He looks at that and he takes a wide arc, trying to hook this guy with the leaf edge of his weapon. Oh god! And it just the guy ducks and it hooks into a tree, just like oh. So then he's like swing, click, and the force of his swing, it hooks into a tree branch and it slips out of his hand. He's like, damn it! Crosses back over and tries to deck the guy in the face.
Roro laughing his ass off.
However, that does manage to hit and take down the guy who was running from you.
That's all I had, Quinn.
It is all you had, but you've been healing. Like a good Roro should.
Not a lie.
And he will say, screw that. Do a leap forward and finish with flurry of blows on this one guy. Flying kick and stomps him to the ground. Bringing it to Roro.
Is there anything else actually to do?
Maybe not on this side of the bank.
Anyone else need to be healed?
You're a little far. You can kind of see that your friends on the bank are a little hurt. You're a little hurt. Gil's got and like all of your allies have some measure of damage on them.
First one, I think. Let's go back and third album.
See what you're. Yeah, he is within range.
Okay, I'll just send my healing words towards him, but as a
Okay, gets 6 hit points back.
and yes, my encouraging words are along the lines of a third album.
He'll take the healing, but he is very confused.
It's okay, we still have many hours left out.
So this guy is still trying to get the hell away. And he's gonna try and risk it and just book all the way away. So Captain Salva will jab at him as he's leaving for 7 points. He is still up, limping away from a gaping shoulder wound. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And he is 60 feet off the map.
He's 60 feet off the map.
Yeah. Or not 60 feet, but 30 feet off the map. As he took the hit and just double ran. What is the range on these things? 30, so he's going to have to get... So he'll... Salvo will keep running up, pulling another javelin, and making another Hail Mary kind of throw here. Well, not so much Hail Mary. It's just barely within his reach, though. Yeah, no. Goes sailing wide. Skadi. Moving off into the tree line. Oh yeah, chill touches. Chill touches definitely got a enough of a range. It's 120 feet. So yeah, that was just enough.
Okay.
Just enough. Look at you.
As you go, you make your hand gestures and rake across this off the center of his back with that middle talon, fully extended, and you hear the scraping, and you see the skeletal hand just kind of bump a little bit. It probably hit a ridge of a spine somewhere as he just gasps out and collapses onto the ground.
Can you imagine walking out on this bitch? I don't think so.
Gotta make sure the job is done.
Yeah, she does.
Right.
Well, that was a thing, as there's a moment to come and collect yourselves as the adrenaline just kind of fades. Roro, on your end of things, you have very little time before Gil just goes and plucks his dome out of the tree, hooks it on his back, just kind of like shakes his head. He kind of checks the little gash in his side, seems to think better of it, and starts going to riffle through pockets.
Roro is still chuckling under his breath.
But it's not saying anything, apparently.
No. Just chuckling. Feels a little bad for the tree.
So, Skadi, you are doing what after this?
Wandering back to the boat, since she does not want to stay here any longer.
Okay. You see the boat kind of got hung up on a little bit of the shoreline, but is generally still swaying there. It's probably about 5 minutes before the pair of Gil and Salva come back on their respective banks, kind of dragging along strings of reappropriated equipment. It's gonna make quarters a little tight, but it'll be worth it down the road. As Nicole will give a nod, just apparently they've done this dance a couple of times before, as stripping the bodies that are just left to rot in the snow. Well, shall we be going then? Shouldn't be too much longer.
Yes, we're gonna get the band back together, right, Nickelback?
Are you damaged?
I think he is. Don't worry about anything that comes.
What is it that he's even speaking about?
I was kind of hoping more for like a thank you, so I could be like, you're welcome.
Right. So get in the boat. And you kind of start setting off. You will have a short rest in between here and there, and we will handle that thusly.
So do we reset our
Anything that's on a short rest,
You're on a short rest,
technically.
technically.
I don't think any of you have abilities that reset on a short rest. So that's a thing.
I thought that. Okay, correct me if I'm wrong, because I know I've only just recently been.
Oh, yes, you can do your arcane recovery.
Okay.
So you've got 2 spell levels that you can add back into you.
Either 1 level 2 or 2 level 1s?
Correct.
Okay, I'm getting the hang of this.
I have a Song of Rest. Does that really do anything?
Yes, that will help people recover hit points.
Cool. So should I actually roll the d6, or are we just going to apply that?
You are going to roll your d6. Alright, so everybody will get 4 hit points back, whether they want to spend hit dice or not. I think Captain Sal is probably going to spend 1. At least 1.
I think Nicolas Cage definitely should.
So that's 15 points back, or 13 points back altogether. Yeah, that's fine for him. Okay, so that being the case...
Can I roll a hit dice?
Absolutely you can. I assumed that you just didn't feel the need to, because you didn't roll it. Alright, good job.
Sure.
An extra 9 hit points back to you. Good job, everyone. And a couple hours more traveling down the river, and it starts to open up. You can see the snowbanks get a little less tree laden as the ground on either side of you becomes more rocky, and you end up seeing coastline for the first time in probably either of your lives, or at least the lives that you can remember. It is black, and the waters are starting to get a little more choppy around here as you reach the line. And off in the distance, into that vague blackness, you see several floating points of light just in the middle of the darkness. But immediately the captain kind of stands up a little bit more with a tired but a bright smile on his face. There she is. Soon you will be in the gracious company of the crew of the Drift. Take us in, Mr. Fang? Yeah, aye, Captain. Jackass. As you go navigating towards whatever this vessel is and into the next leg of your journey, where we will hold it for now because it is 5 o'clock here and good times.
Oh, I'm gonna whip out on
For now.
that.
I'm getting back in the habit of getting things prepared. The holidays were
Yeah.
draining.
Well, let me know if you need a song of courage. I'll send you Roro song.
God, is this the most annoying sound in the world straight out of Dumb and Dumber?
Well, if you want to give it that much credit, sure.
Okay. But yes, this will be good for now, and I'm looking forward to what you guys end up doing next.
Yay!
Ah,